COP? Is everybody all right? If you're feeling nice, say yeah, yeah. If you're feeling good, say yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, look at people. I am happy to be here tonight. How about you? Good. To my political leader, the Honorable Prakash Ramadar. Somebody say he does do it like a boss. Is that all right with you? That's all right with me. To all my cabinet colleagues and friends at the head table, and to all you fine COP folks, welcome tonight. I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that the Congress of the People is the next evolution of politics in Trinidad and Tobago. I could give you reasons why that is so, but I want to tell you that it is so, because the next coming reign of politics in this country will not be about who has the best tribe and who could talk the most and who could make up the most stories, but it will be about who can deliver governance, accountability, transparency, who can deliver production to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And we are on the pathway. I'm saying that the People's Partnership Government has provided a platform for that next evolution of governance to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I want to thank all our colleagues who have been working. Ladies and gentlemen, being in government is not an easy task. We have come here, the People's Partnership, to deliver to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And the Congress of the People, within that context, have made its contribution to the governance of Trinidad and Tobago, and I will tell you why. I want to thank Khadija, I want to thank you for being here tonight. I really recognize and honor your presence. I know we worked together in the 2010 election, and I thank you for, you know, I was there kind of struggling, not knowing what to do, and out of the blues I see this tall, striking, beautiful woman coming towards me. I say, who is that? That gave me inspiration to go on. Well, that's all right. But I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that we've come here. The foundation of this party has been to revisit, to reorganize the politics of Trinidad and Tobago. You see, we were being stifled by the politics of statism, by those people, the PNM, who believed that the country belonged to them. We were being stifled by people who believed that they can con the nation, they can produce some kind of mamagism to the nation, hold them under a spell where people believe that they are accountable to them, that if they give them one little road, or if they give them one little light, or if they pass every so often and say something nice to them, despite the fact that they were living in squalor and all kind of terrible situation, these people believe that the country belonged to them, and if they continue to make people victims, that they would continue to be holden by them. But that time is gone, and it is past. And that, I tell you, my brothers and sisters, that is a lost regime. Our founding father reminded us, Mr. Dukan reminded us, that the politics of statism, those people who believe that they own the treasury, and it belonged to them and they could do whatever, that time is gone. That the people who believe that they can hold people in poverty and hold people in dependency syndrome and hold people beholden to them without doing anything to lift them out of the condition they live in, that time is gone. Why? Because a new regime, the People's Partnership, the Congress of the People, along with its partners, has come into office and has demonstrated that you can deliver. You can deliver roads, you can deliver lights, you can deliver good governance, you can deliver, ladies and gentlemen, you can deliver social programs, you can deliver infrastructural development without holding people in bondage. without making people subservient to you, without making people depend on you. We have demonstrated that we can deliver to this nation in every nook and cranny of this nation. We have demonstrated that we can deliver to this nation simple things that all the time they used to make it feel like you had to beg and scratch and crawl to get. I remember a man came in my constituency, a PNM man, and said, by the end of this year, you will be receiving a playground that anybody can play on. It ain't until I grow up and this government come into power that field has lights today, has a proper stage, a proper, well taken care of. It is only now. And they used to make you feel that these things are the most difficult things in the world to happen. The PNM used to make you feel like you had to beg, like it is some mystery to get a grant. Nobody used to know. We had a woman who used to run our ministry, spend $400 million. When you actually who you give it to and how they get it and who are these people and what was the application process, you know what's the answer to that? I don't want to tell you nothing. $400 million, you know. We had to go, ministers, other members had to go to the Freedom of Information Act, force them to deliver up the information, and then you find out they were giving money to friends, to family, to brothers and sisters, to people who had no clue what they were doing. Some get money and they just put it in their pocket and they do nothing. $400 million, you know. That is after she spent over $180,000 lining up in, hotel. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come here to demonstrate to this nation that government can work for the people. Our ministers have been in government and we have demonstrated accountability, transparency, participation and equity. We have consistently said that government must be transparent, that if you ask a question, you should get an answer. We have answered every question that the opposition has asked in the government. Anyone we answer, we tell you will get the answer, and within 2 or 3 weeks, again the answer. Transparency, everything they've asked for, they've gotten. We have been accountable to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, particularly our ministers of the Congress of the People. They've continued to hold the fort. Our Honorable Prakash Ramada has continued to hold the fort and to work hard in delivering to the people of Trinidad and Tobago in the Ministry of Legal Affairs. And he will tell you, Dr. Tiwari was just here and was giving you an account of his ministry. I'm sure Roger Samuel will give you. Well, we've lost one fella along the way. I mean, it's not a real laughing matter. I am deeply pained, to be honest with you. But we stood by our principles. It doesn't matter whether it belongs to us or elsewhere or anywhere. And our Prime Minister has demonstrated that you will be accountable to the government. You will be accountable to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And you know what? No longer politics will be the same in Trinidad and Tobago. All them years when the PNM was in power and doing all kind of things, and when they are caught, not a single thing happened to them. You could come in the middle of the night. You could take your money out of the bank. You could thief plenty money and go to Panama. You could do whatever you want in government. You could curse people and behave bad. Not a solitary thing used to happen to them. The Prime Minister has demonstrated that this nation will not tolerate that. If you misbehave and you're not accountable and you feel you could do what you want, you will be gone. And that is the direction that the People's Partnership, this is what the Congress of the People has been enforcing right from the beginning. And we have stood by that. If you're misbehaving in government, step aside. That is what the people put us there for. To talk about the institutions and the principles of governance. And we have kept that forth. We have stayed focused on the journey. We have steered directly towards governance and managing this nation of Trinidad and Tobago. And so no longer, it doesn't matter who is in power in Trinidad and Tobago, no longer will people be able to misbehave in government and get away with it. We have moved this nation of Trinidad and Tobago and the politics to a new level. Ladies and gentlemen, we have delivered on all the promises. You know, people just talk about crime in Trinidad and Tobago. I remember a time when you could drive from Port of Spain to Point Fortin and then see one police car on the road. Not one. I tested out myself. From Port of Spain to Point Fortin and not see a police car. You could go to the police station and they would tell you they didn't have pen, they didn't have paper, they didn't have telephone, they didn't have no cars. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me there isn't a greater feeling of safety when every minute you walk out the street, a police car past you going north, a police car past you south, a police car past you going east, one past you going west. Before I reach home, I swear I passed about 20 police cars. And to make matters better, you even now have comfort police. They're driving around your neighborhood and they're cruising. No, I mean, this is a serious matter. And you know what? The PNM used to make you feel that that is something that could have never happened. They used to make you feel like these were difficult things. In my very own constituency of Lopino, Born and West, ladies and gentlemen, I went in there and I tell the people, this is what we're going to work towards. We're going to work towards infrastructural development. We will work towards regularization of the land because we have a lot of squatters in my constituency. We're going to work to the development of culture and education and so forth. I want to tell you that the first year I went into office, my constituency, especially in the area of Aruka, flooded 3 times. And when I tell you flood, areas that you don't even think could have flooded. Water up to your waist. Since this government has been in power, from the year after, there has not been any major flood. Why? Because we've taken care of the rivers, the bridges, the drains. Even right now, I see the widening of big drains. So, I am not joking about this, ladies and gentlemen. All the rivers have been shored up. And that is an important thing. You know how much hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars of people's lives go down the drain when you have that kind of things. They would make you feel that these things were things that cannot be done. I remember one evening they called me and say, I'm MP, the Pantent, Massacre Pantent fall in the river. There was a flood. The Pantent fall in the river, it eat away the bank. I make a call, the minister come up, and a company came there and put up a retaining wall in 1 week. 1 week, I was in shock. I was in shock because I know in the old regime, them used to take weeks, months, years to pop things like that. We have lights in almost every one of those playgrounds. What them people used to be doing with the money? And then they want to tell people that, oh, you have corruption, they're thieving all the money. What used to do with the money? What? Make it go on forever and ever. Ladies and gentlemen, within my own constituency, we have seen cultural development. We have visited all the schools, working with the principals, the teachers, and the students in development. Within my own ministry, the Ministry of the Arts and Multiculturalism, the same one where the woman gave away $400 million and nobody know who she gave it to until they force her to. We are beginning to see culture taken seriously for the very first time. We are beginning to see our carnival develop into an industry. We are beginning to see where there's ongoing training for all our cultural workers, our artists. We are preparing Trinidad and Tobago, even come this very month. We are taking 4 major groups to the greatest music festival in the United States so that they can accelerate worldwide. We are building festival spaces. This is something, all of these things, go and read your manifesto. Page 48, 46, 47. These things were promised, and here we are delivering them. They have something in the manifesto called Festival Villages. Anybody ever read that? I'm sure you never read that. Check. We are building 3 of these. 1 in Mausika, one with the Pamberry Steel Orchestra, and one in Lavantil, even though the PNM just try to propagate that all we doing is thing down, so one thing across, so one thing up. Look, right there in Lavantil, with the Lavantil Rhythm section, we are building a festival village for rhythm and other kinds of performing arts. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a government that has been delivered. And I'm saying this because I want the people of the Congress of the People to understand that we are on a journey. We are on a journey towards building a great nation. This takes time, it takes courage, it takes effort, my brothers and sisters. Don't jump out of the race before you reach the finish line. Too many people believe that things can happen quickly. There are many things, many distances to go, many journeys to walk, many pathways to follow. Stay in the race, stay the course. I am calling upon all those who have turned aside. Understand this, we are a family. You will have differences. Sometimes you just get hurt. I know this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. I come from a big family. I had 10 brothers and 4 sisters. I know it had times you just get vexed, you just quarrel, you just even fight. But we understand that we're on a journey. We're on a pathway towards the governance of this nation. And I'm calling them to come back. Let's build this party. This is the future, the next evolution of politics. Let us stay the course, brothers and sisters. Let us stay in the Congress of the People. Let us work together. Let us build on the foundation that we have. Let us build on the foundation that we have of good governance, of transparency, accountability, participation, equitable distribution. We believe in one nation, one people. That's our goal. We are here to break the powers of the tribes and to deliver to this country a government that could continuously develop this nation. And so I ask you, will you stay this course? Will you stay focused? Will you support your party, the Congress of the People? Ladies and gentlemen, let us work together and build this party and build this nation of Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you.